today I'm doing a first impression and review on this Maybelline Fit Me in the Matte and Poreless formula. I already have the Dewy and Smooth formula, but this is way too dark for me right now, as you can tell, so I got a lighter color because I wanted to try this one. I really like matte formulas just because I'm oily, so matte formulas just look normal on me. They don't look matte. So I'm going to give this a try today and let you know what I think. I've never tried this formula before, so I'm going to apply it here for you now and give you my first impression of it, and then throughout the day I'm going to check back in with you a couple times and let you know what I think. I got the shade 128, which is Warm Nude. The one that's too dark for me right now is Sun Beige 310. To apply it, I'll be using my Morphe E6 Flat Top Kabuki. Oh yeah, that color's gonna match me. I always find that it's kind of difficult to find my shade in drugstore foundations because they don't clarify whether or not they're pink or yellow or neutral unless you get like the L'Oreal True Match foundation. Kind of had to open a bunch of the bottles and test a little bit the foundations just to see what would match me the best. Oh, I forgot to mention, I already applied primer. I used the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer. So far, I like it a lot. I dumped a lot out on my hand to dip my brush into, and I used maybe like not even half the amount that I thought I would need, and I've already covered my entire face. I haven't blended it down my neck yet, so I'm sure I'll use up the rest of this, but it took a lot less product than I thought it would, and it looks really good. It does look matte on me. Alright, I used the rest that was on the back of my hand. I blended it down my neck and then used a little bit for some extra coverage on my cheeks right here. This appears to be a medium coverage foundation, but you can build it up to full coverage if that's what you prefer. I like it a lot so far. It applied really quickly and smoothly. It's even everywhere. I didn't have trouble, I guess, making it look even, because sometimes when I get a little bit drier in some spots, it's hard to blend out matte foundations on those spots, but this blended really nicely on my entire face, and it matches me really well. Normally with drugstore foundations, I need something with a little bit more yellow, and this has a little bit of yellow in it, which is perfect. It's kind of hard to find yellow sometimes in the drugstore foundations, but I think this looks really, really nice on me. Now I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to let you know how everything applied on top of it, like concealers, bronzers, things like that, and check back in with you. So I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so now I have the rest of my makeup on, and I do want to report that I had to spray my face with Fix Plus because after I had my foundation and concealer on, I used the Anastasia Contour Kit, the powder one. So once I had the powder on my face, it felt way too dry. So I sprayed my face with Fix Plus, and it still feels a little dry, but it definitely feels a lot better, and it has stayed super matte. And it is now 3:23. I think I started filming this at like 1:40. So it's been about 2 hours. I'm still matte, and that makes me really happy. It oxidized just a little bit. And so if you're not familiar with that term, when your foundation sets, sometimes it'll get just a little bit darker. It did get a little bit darker, but that's totally fine because my moisturizer today has a gradual self-tanner in it. So as that starts to develop throughout the day, this is going to match me even better than it did when I first applied it. So I'm really happy with this so far. It has stayed matte, which is fantastic. I have been a little extra oily lately, so I've had trouble with my foundation moving a lot in these spots and like in my forehead creases, my Wi-Fi symbol right here. My forehead creases a lot because I make a lot of eyebrow expressions. I think it's just time for me to get Botox because I cannot handle my foundation settling in these lines anymore. Anyway, I love the way that this applied and the way that it looks. The only thing that I'm not crazy about is the dry feeling, but as I get a little bit oilier throughout the day, if that happens, then that will help me feel a bit more moisturized. So I have a birthday party to go to this evening, and I'm going to attempt to check back in with you after the birthday party and let you know how I'm liking this foundation. I'm back. I forgot to check in with you at the end of the last segment of this video, so in the meantime I've gotten a head cold and a haircut, so that's why I look very different. I apologize, I look disgusting right now and I am aware of that, but I feel crappy, but I felt like I needed to finish this, so I like this foundation a lot. I'm wearing it right now. It's kind of at the end of the day for me, and I have not touched this up at all. I have not blotted it all, so I wanted to show you what this looks like on me at the end of the day. This foundation I think was like $6 or $7, so you can't really compare it to a high-end foundation, but
My holy grail foundation is the Chanel Perfection Lumiere, and all day long this looks freshly applied, brand new. This one looks pretty good all day, but I do need to blot my oily areas, and I need to blot my creasy areas like my forehead creases. So it doesn't look brand new all day. It does start to kind of lift, and it doesn't really move around a lot, but it does kind of settle on top of the oils that my skin produces. But honestly, it's $6 or $7, so you can't really expect it to be perfect. And like I mentioned earlier, it does make me feel a little dry in the beginning, so what I like to do is if I'm feeling dry, I'll just occasionally spray myself with Fix Plus. And I've noticed that I use a primer that's kind of hydrating, then I don't really have that problem. The one that I like the most with it is this MAC Natural Radiance Primer. I did try it with a mattifying primer, this Becca one, and this is the Evermatte primer. It would not blend onto my skin on top of this primer. And this is a silicone primer. It's very, very mattifying. So I would not recommend using a mattifying primer. When I did that, I had to wash off the foundation and primer and start from scratch. So anyway, yeah, I use it with a primer that's a little bit hydrating, and the Fix Plus helps a lot too when I'm starting to feel a little bit dry. But overall, I love this foundation a lot. If you are normal to combo to oily skin, I would definitely recommend this for you. If you're oily, it's just going to give you more of a natural finish than like a matte finish. It'll be matte in the beginning, but as the day progresses, you'll have a natural finish foundation. So that is it for this review. I hope you guys found this informative and helpful and enjoyable to watch. And if you did, please do not forget to click like down below and subscribe to my channel as well. If there is any other product review you would like me to do, go ahead and leave that down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!